Hi guys, welcome to lesson 2-1. Today we're going to be talking about fact families, and you are going to be reviewing fact families and number families, and also looking at the relationship, how you can switch back and forth between addition and also subtraction to a point. All right, let's go ahead and remember what a fact family is. It is, by definition, a set of related addition and subtraction facts. You can also have fact families for multiplication and division. It's kind of like how in your family you are a set of related people. You might remember that the actual fact triangle looks something like this, and this is what we use for addition and subtraction fact triangle. You'll see a number at the top point, a number at the bottom point, or the bottom left point, and a number at the bottom right point, with the operations of the addition sign and the subtraction sign in the middle separated by a comma. Now, this dot at the top tells us that we have to write the sum at the top point of the triangle, because this is in the fact triangle where we identify the sum of our two addends down here. Let's go ahead and look at an example. I have put in the numbers 17, which we know is going to be the sum, the number 8 in the bottom left, and the number 9 in the bottom right. Do you think that we can come up with the 4 facts that we can write for this fact family? One of them would be 8 plus 9 is equal to 17. 8 plus 9 is equal to 17. The next one would be 9 plus 8 is equal to 17. 9 plus 8 is equal to 17. We can also use subtraction. 17 minus 8 is equal to 9. That's just my dog, don't worry. 17 minus 8 is equal to 9. We can also do 17 minus 9 is equal to 8. 17 minus 9 is equal to 8. So those would be the 4 facts that we can write using 8, 9, and 17. Now, I want to talk about something really quick. Do you know why it's possible to write 2 addition facts using the same numbers? For example, you saw before that we were able to do 8 plus 9 and 9 plus 8 would both equal 17. We have our little Mr. Nutty along here to help us out with this. Well, look what happens when you flip it around. We have 8 plus 9 is equal to 17, and as we saw before, we flip it around. 9 plus 8 is still equal to 17. So cool, right? This is the awesomeness of the commutative property of addition, or as we can call it, the turnaround rule. 2 numbers can be added in either order, and their sum will still be the same. That is something that is really cool about math. However, I caution you here because that's pretty much where it stops. If we look at a subtraction problem, for example, let's do 17 minus 8 is equal to 9. Okay? Mr. Nutty's going to help us out again with this one. If we go and turn the numbers around, we find that 8 minus 17 is not equal to 9. Now it's equal to negative 9. So the turnaround rule is a no-go when it comes to subtraction. You can only use it for addition. All right? So a good way to think about doing subtraction is to think, how much do I add? Or, for example, to solve 17 minus 9, you can think, how much do I add to 9 to get to 17? Okay? So some other things that we're going to be talking about are not only just fact families, and we can talk more about that beyond just basic facts, and we can think things about too, like number families. When we have more than 2 numbers, we can use any form of triplet numbers, okay, and multi-digit numbers. So we'll be getting more into this as we work our way through the school year. All right, I want to go over to your handy dandy. You can find this actually on Students Reference Book, page 50 and 51. And if you are on a computer, you can find this under the e-tools as well. This is the addition and subtraction facts table. Okay, and this is a good way for you to practice your fact families as well too. And how it works is, for example, let's say that I wanted you to find the numbers 9 plus 7. What would the sum of that be? So one of the things you could do, and this will work either way, whether you start at the top or if you start on the side. If I wanted you to find 9 plus 7, you would first go over and find the 9 row. Do you see how I've clicked and highlighted that? So that would be my 9, and since I'm doing 9 plus 7, I also have to go down and find the 7 row. Here's 7, so I'm going to click on it. Okay? And I'm going to trace my fingers across, and on here it's nice because the computer does it for you, but you can use your fingers or a sheet of paper if you're using your student resource book. And 9 plus 7 will equal to 16. Over here it gives you the 4 facts for the fact family. 7 plus 9 is equal to 16, 9 plus 7 is equal to 16, 16 minus 7 is equal to 9, and 16 minus 9 is equal to 7. All right? That works really handy if you want to use it for addition. It also works if you want to use it for subtraction. For example, if I wanted you to find the problem, I'll write it down here, 13 minus 5. Here's what I would recommend doing. Since there are no 13s on the side here, I would recommend starting with the number that you can find. So, I'm going to find the number 5 and click on it. Okay? Since I don't have a 13 over here, I'm just going to do this for now. I am going to go down from my 5 until I find a 13. Oh, and there's my 13 right there. So I'm going to click on my 13, and it highlights the 8 row. So then I know that 13 minus 5 will give me 8. And you can see the fact families over there as well. I hope this helps you get a little bit more familiar with learning your fact families and number families.